welcome to today's video. I'm so excited to have Alex here with us for an Inside My Planner video. For anyone who doesn't know, we have done lots of Inside My Pen Case videos with some of our favorite artists and friends of the store, and I thought that our team has really cool planners that we all use in very interesting ways, and Alex is one that I've been trying to get her to show everyone for a long time, and sometimes it makes like a little sneak peek in an Instagram story or something and everybody just freaks out about it. If you've ever been to the store and met Alex there, she uses her planner, one of her planners in this way to like help customers find certain things in the store. And so we're really excited to show everyone how Alex uses her Hobonichi weeks to swatch ink colors. So before we get started, Alex, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about yourself? You've been working with Yoseka for almost a year now.
I know. That crossed my mind the other day, and I'm like, this is wild.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And she was just a fresh grad when she first started working here.
So I did undergrad in communications design and illustration with some photo on the side. So I really love anything totally artsy. I mean, you've seen me probably do the pencil post recently. I'm definitely a pencil person.
You're so artsy, Alex. She's such a good artist. She draws a lot with pencil, and everybody just like, everyone always loves to see what Alex is drawing because she does these like really detailed illustrations, often in pencil, of flowers. You love to draw flowers.
I do love flowers.
And you really love your colors. Like,
I do.
There's definitely certain colors that we all know Alex by, and they're like the dusty blues, those dusty grays. Any other favorite colors that you have?
Definitely also like electric blues. I do have a favorites page in there, so anything like, I'm gonna say cyan, but kind of that blue-green.
Oh my god. I didn't
bright
know
color too. That's always fun. My bedroom at home is actually painted bright blue.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Makes the room a little dark and a little hard to see sometimes.
Did you do that yourself?
I did it with my family in high school.
Oh my god, how fun! So obviously Alex has had a long history of loving beautiful colors and all things bright, vivid colors. So how perfect that we're kicking off this Inside My Planner series with Alex's Hobonichi weeks that she uses to swatch inks. And for you're probably all like, that's not a Hobonichi weeks, but yeah, without further ado, let's dive into your Hobonichi weeks and how you use it to swatch inks. This is it. I guess this is not a Hobonichi weeks, but what do you keep your Hobonichi weeks in?
So this chunky guy right here is my Traveler's cover. As you can see, there's more floral designs.
It's so pretty.
And it's gray. But inside, in the plastic sleeve I have in here, this is the Traveler's zipper case insert.
Yes.
That I can also have Hobonichi weeks in.
Ooh.
So slide it out.
And this is that like confectionaries cover. What is it called again for the museum?
It's Tokyo Confectionaries from the Tokyo National Museum.
Okay.
So this is the outside
And
cover.
this is like some painting, of some famous painting in the museum, right?
Yeah.
I remember that. It's such a pretty drawing.
So we were actually talking one day with Ashley, who you all know.
Yeah.
And she got the same cover for her personal planner. And I'd been eyeing it for a while, and there's only one left.
Yeah.
And I was like, what would I use it for? Because I already have my planner set up that you've seen probably from the planner video. And so I got it basically first because I like the cover.
And then you were
Impulse
like, what
buying.
am I going to use this for?
What am I going to use this for? And obviously Tomoe River paper is great for inks and ink swatching. And so I figured I would use it to swatch all of our pretty inks.
How perfect. I think since then you've also influenced like a bunch of our other team members to make their own ink swatching notebook. But it all started with your Hobonichi weeks. We have to take a flip inside the pages because it's really beautiful. Show us how you set up your ink swatching in your Hobonichi weeks, Alex.
Yeah. So to start, obviously, well, I have some stickies in here of possible ink swatch colors.
Future ideas.
And the front months version flip. So this, in the months version, we have the Diamine 2022 ink vent colors.
Wow.
In order, of course. So obviously they're all labeled from the colors. And
That's so perfect that it's like on a calendar too.
I use the months for any ink series that have a lot of colors in them. Obviously this matched perfectly because it was December of 2022. I couldn't resist. Wanted all the colors. And then this is all the Nagasawa Kobe ink colors.
Wow.
Which you probably saw a tiny reel of on Instagram or TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
And since I did all of the ink colors for them, I decided at the same time I was gonna spend a little extra time and swatch them on my 83. There's a little duplicate there. So it would usually fit, but it doesn't.
Okay. Oh, I see.
And I just had the little tiny numbers because it would be too much to write the entire
The full names. Some of those names are so long. Oh my gosh. Wow.
And even though I did this, I do not remember all of the names of the ink colors. Not that great.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Wait, so like, I'm impressed by this because I feel like the planning that had to go into this, like you have to do a little bit of math. Like you have to be like, okay, there's 83 ink colors. I'm gonna do like 8 by 9. No, wait, that doesn't fit. What about 9 by 9? You know, like you have to do, there's a lot of planning that goes into this, and that's why I'll never be able to do this.
I did count all of the grid out, which is why I was a little confused when it didn't fit correctly.
Oh my God.
To the duplicate, to make sure that like it would fit in the days and then theoretically like extra squares underneath.
Right, because it goes over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got to this and I was like, why is there another one down here?
Oh my God, panic.
As I was numbering them too, and I was like, okay, well, gotta go back and figure out what I had done.
Wow.
But I stopped one day and started another and had a duplicate of these.
Oh, I see. So both of these are duplicated. Gotcha.
This is our tester ink for the brass sport, if anyone wants to know. Kobe 8.
Kobe 8, that's a popular request, right? Yeah.
Ingrained in my brain. So these are the only ones that I have in the months so far. I'll probably end up planning to do, hopefully at some point, Ink Studio.
100, wow.
But that's a big one.
Yeah.
Might need a couple months in.
Well, how many more months do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes beyond. It goes to like February or something of next year. So you can basically do. It goes to March. It goes to March of the next year. So you have a lot of swatching to do. You have like 12 more collections of inks to do, Alex.
All of the Sailor guys.
I can't wait to see this filled up. So what are you doing in the weekly format for these ink swatches?
Weekly format is kind of a color guide, color swatch, and then inspiration or things that match on the other side. So the first page is actually not very interesting on this side yet.
It's so pretty though, the way you pick the colors to match.
So these are actually my favorites list.
Okay. Oh, okay. Those are really good colors.
So this is kind of what I was talking about with like that bright blue, Ferris wheel, bluegrass velvet.
Wow.
Cat at Dusk is also one of my favorites.
Oh my, I feel like I've been sleeping on Cat at Dusk.
I like it a lot for sketching. I had it in my TWSBI because it layers very well. If you have a fine pen, it writes very light.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This is Ashley's custom Kakimori color.
Ooh.
And I was also just really curious how it looked in comparison because when I was writing with it, it looked really close.
Yeah.
Swatch tone, obviously, it does not look quite as close.
Right.
And this is also a Ferris wheel press, Madame Mulberry.
That's a great one. I love that one.
Not
Matches my sweater.
It does match your sweater. Oh wait, that looks so good. Wait.
Yes.
Takes a picture of Daisy and puts it right here. These are just a few like stickers that we had.
Wait, so I don't understand, like what comes first? The inks come first, okay, because like, yeah, I have seen, so this is the next page, and like, what is this? What is the theme of this page?
It depends.
Like it goes together so well, but I just don't know like how you start it. How do you start it?
In this case, I picked the colors first. This is actually a very common color combo that I like. The bright blues again with orange. Not something I would like decorate my apartment in, but something that I always think that looks pretty together.
They do.
And then kind of found stickers that matched that we kindly got sent by people that we like use all the time, and other stickers that I have.
So you start with the ink swatches. You start with like an idea for a palette, right? And you do ink swatches, and then you add like the stickers and the washi tapes that kind of match with that color palette. Is that accurate?
Yeah, in some cases. In others, I've actually done the opposite, where like
what? How does your mind work?
where I'm trying to find, like this, I haven't done
you
the
haven't-
other side yet.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Which
Like,
I thought I should do before I did this video, but I thought it would be a good representation.
I know an ink that would go on this page. Kyo Iro Stone Road of Gion. Do you have that swatch somewhere?
I do have that swatched.
That would go, oh yeah. See, I think that would be good on that page. Yeah, I feel like it would be beautiful. And like what else would you, I'm just trying to like figure out how your mind works. Like what other colors would go on this page? Like a gray maybe?
Yeah, grays, any light tans that we have. That's kind of where like the sticky notes here in the front come in, where I'll look through, you know, our inks or like look at the wall at the store and be like, what matches, what can I write down to like match these?
Would you ever repeat an ink? Like, so you have Stone Road of Gion already swatched on that back page. Would you repeat it here, or is that like a no-no in your
Yeah, no, I
You
would
would.
definitely repeat it. I
Okay.
have the back, which I can also show, is just also smaller ink series for reference.
Okay.
But in these swatches, I've also duplicated things before. So the answer would be I would definitely repeat them.
Okay.
Just because it is a color chart, so as long as the color matches like
Right.
the theme I'm going for.
Right.
Some of these are like, so it starts like this. I wanted a comparison of gray colors, so I went with all
But
of
they're,
our
like,
kind
all
of blue
purpley
grays,
grays, yeah.
kind of like that rainstorm, like nighttime thunderstorm vibe, I guess. This was a sticker of a Van Gogh painting. I was like, this vibe. I want this vibe.
Wow.
So
Wow, what
again-
an artist. What an artist. Wow, this is beautiful.
And
Okay.
this is something that someone kindly sent us, and this is not inks. This is
These are
actually a
paints,
paint
huh?
I got over the holidays. And I was home, so obviously I didn't have access to our inks, and I was like, I want to see how these look together.
Is this watercolor? It's not, right?
This is actually gouache.
Right, like wow, the paper is even holding up to gouache.
Um,
Ooh, like
so
these
this-
two colors I would never put together either, but it's like yellow and gray. They actually look great together.
And then these are just, things that like we've come across or had in the store. Washi tape. I have.
This is so
This
cute.
is currently my favorite one, I have to be honest.
This is your favorite page?
So far,
Oh,
I
it's
think
really
it's turned out the
good.
best.
It's like LCN vibes.
It is.
It's LCN vibes. Wow, it's so good.
These
So
are the LCN frame stickers right there.
Yes, yes. Wow, this is very you, I will say. This is you and I would say Ashley too.
Yeah.
This page is very Ashley. It's her
I have
color.
dusted truffle on here, which is
It's such a good ink from the ink vent. And I love how it's like not, you really put a lot of thought and time and preparation into this, because the inks that are swatched on a page are really like all different types of collections. They're not from one collection. Wow. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, I love, because
So-
this is like the sky.
someone sent us this sticker, and I swear to God, it's the cutest. So I had to have something match it. So basically everything else matches that sticker.
Wait, I love this, Alex.
And some of these were somebody swatched in store. We were trying to help find a like orange red to fit the brass sport, I think. And I kind of just took a photo of the colors before I left and was like, okay, I'm gonna swatch these, next time I'm here and see what other colors I can add to it.
Yeah.
So I also take inspiration from people in the store when you leave colors on
You
our
get
books.
inspired by everything. I love it. Okay, so do you want to show us the back part of your notebook? What's in the back?
The back is kind of smaller color collections, kind of as reference, just so I'm not always referencing, looking it up on the website, or I actually swatch it just for me personally. Also, when I'm trying to pick ink colors to go on these weeks pages.
So you might, like, when you're creating a weekly page, you might flip through this notes section here to be like, oh, what are some colors that I've swatched before that I can add to this palette?
Yeah,
I see.
It's kind of like a reference, growing slowly. Doing both at the same time is a lot.
So what do we have here? We have the Sailor Yuramekus,
and then the new line. This is
Tasha Ukiyo-e.
the colors that we had out.
Kakimori Potari. Okay.
And Yoseka.
Yoseka Ceramics. Wow, I love looking at them all together like that. That looks great.
And you might see a little bit of the odd spacing. And so just a warning if anyone loves this and wants to use it. The toner paper paper is very thin, so if you swatch inks on the back of other inks you swatch, they might start to blend together. You'll see that in a second, which is why like these are spaced out between the ones I'd already swatched on the other side.
Oh, wait, you're saying that like if you're doing a heavy swatch, it might bleed through a little bit and start mixing with the swatch?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can see it, I kind of white out over here because I swatched this side very like inky.
Oh.
And so it kind of started to come through.
I love how you put the white out on them.
It was bothering me that the color was like not the right color, so it's like, okay, we're just gonna white that out. And then Lennon Toolbar. The blues are very much my colors, but I could never remember which one was which, so this
they
is
all have
very
these
helpful.
like really Chinese names.
And then more of the Lennon Toolbar.
The teas look
teas
so
is
good
very
together.
pretty.
Yeah. Wow.
These are the Summer Limited. And then as you can see, I put like a sticky note of like the other ones that could go here. These are J. Herbin, glittery. That can come through. I think everyone knows Emerald Shabar. So.
Yeah.
And then
Kyoiro.
And I think that's the last one I have in here at the moment. Oh, I lied. There's some random ones in the back that like don't have a line that we've
this
either
is
been
like gifted to us.
or
This
like
is just a limited one, and then this is also just a limited one.
They're kind of the ones that like, gifted or are just on our side shelf.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, these don't have anywhere else to go, so
Wow.
they're kind of in the back.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alex. That's amazing. I have been inspired. Like truly, I truly feel inspired to do one of these of my own. So one thing I did want to ask is, how do you do your swatches?
So I actually use a little travel paintbrush that I keep in this zippered case. So it's a little, just, travel brush that I got in a set, and it just pulls out and you pop it on the back and you have a full-size paintbrush.
That's so cool. And you know what? A frequently asked question that I get from some people who want to use a paintbrush to do ink swatching but are afraid to is, how easy is it to clean the ink out of the paintbrush?
Oh, definitely easy. Most inks that are dye-based will just wash out the same as watercolors. Obviously, colors will always like stain your brush, but so will any paints. The only thing that I noticed, obviously, is that, as you just saw, I had the chrome Dominant Industry swatched.
Yeah, did you do that with this?
Yes, do not do that.
Oh my God.
That took a lot of TLC on this paintbrush for me to get out.
Oh no. Okay. So just dye-based inks. Dye-based inks and how are pigment-based?
Pigment inks are also fine.
Okay, too. Okay.
Pigment is the same thing used in watercolor, so those will wash out. As you can kind of see possibly here, my tip of the brush is a little bit, dyed blue, bluish green, just because those inks, those dyes tend to stain easier, but that doesn't mean that the brush is ruined at all.
Yeah, and it's not going to contaminate the ink.
It's not going to contaminate the ink.
It's just discolored.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, kind of just swatch like you would any paint. I don't add any water to it, obviously, because you don't want to add water to your fountain pen ink. Just, it will dilute it. I'll use the brush once it's dry to kind of pick up some of the ink on the bottom so you get that color variation. Which is how I got like those dark to light colors.
I see. Oh, right, because you do have a really nice gradient of colors like in all of these swatches. Like, because it would, I see, you have to work a little bit for that.
Usually, if you're doing it like, deeper ink, wash it down and then kind of pat it dry on, a paper towel, tissue, whatever, and kind of take the ink back up on this side.
Mm.
So you get that color variation a little bit more dramatic than you would if you just swatched it all down. Obviously you don't have to, but I'm treating it a little bit more like paint watercolor, so I wanted to see how light, how dark you could get it.
Well, Alex, thank you so much for taking us on a tour inside your Hobonichi Weeks ink swatching book. I thought it was so cool to see the inside of this planner. You're not using it how you would think you would use a planner, but it's really amazing. It's so beautiful. You've inspired me. I'm sure you've inspired lots of people. And thank you all for watching this episode of Inside My Planner. Let us know in the comments what you think of Alex's setup, and maybe let us know in the comments if you'd want to see her swatching some inks in her Hobonichi Weeks next time.
Other color combinations,
Yes.
always open to ideas.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.